The mutant. Oh, that's right. My apocalypse is on defense. I forgot that I made the sacrifice play. You mess around. Um, if we're gonna go full kitty, let's go ahead and bring Tigra. Hey, Bean, how's it going? I have left. Okay, literally just F. Let's hope it's not like everyone places a cowardice on you. Rooted. That's pretty bad, but okay. Kitty should be good for that. Is she? I was phased when I threw that, wasn't? Maybe I wasn't. I was surprised by the active incinerate instead of the passive one. There we go. Hey, Panda, how's it going? There we go. Whoa, what on earth was that? Very weird. Hey, Cyber. Maybe I should have reported. Yeah. Give me a quick second. All right. Here we go. All of Kitty gameplay, just swipe back and forth and use specials while phased. That is definitely the short version, yeah. There is slightly more going on because you need to make sure that you have enough distance to actually get credit for the dash so that you do phase. It's not always completely automatic. Um, the phase is short enough that certain specials will cause problems for you. That was odd. That must have been because it counted me as me blocking. But yeah, there's some other stuff going on, but that is definitely the crux. Ouch. Ah. Reed is tanky. Yeah, I definitely find her more interesting than Ghost these days. I played a lot of Ghost back in the day. I do think there are some things about Kitty that probably should be tuned down. I'm not 100% sure because I'm still new to her. I feel like. One second, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I hate when that happens mid-fight. I can't get to the button. Um, but I feel like potentially the most egregious thing as far as making it difficult for there to be counters against her is the increased combat power rate part of her SIG. Like the fact that that's just even when you get past her miss, she still benefits. Like that I think is probably the worst part of her. Because it's like it's already such a resilient hit. I think that's the thing. If like if Miss was her main thing, but she didn't also turn off all damage while she was phased, if she didn't have all of these other defensive features, then I feel like that makes sense. Like it's cool to punish bypassing Miss when you have a character built around Miss. But it's the fact that it's a character who's turning off everything else other than Miss counters that just makes it feel like a step too far to me, if that makes sense. Hey, Axe, John, Easy. How's it going, guys? Just pulled Omega Sentinel. Is she worth a generic gem? Um, hmm. I mean, the usual cop out answer. It kind of depends on who else you have awakened. I don't think so unless prestige really matters to you. Like she has a good awakened ability. The energy resistance and holding onto your armors really does quite a bit for her loop and for like her sustainability. But I don't think it's quite dramatic enough that I would use a generic on her unless I was planning to take her to Sig 200 and rank 4 as a key part of my account progression. Whoops. Not unblockable. I got lucky. You think it's the Tigress energy that puts her over the top? I think that's very arguable as well. The reason I focus on the other one is that, like, I think the Tigress energy kind of makes her better at doing her thing, whereas the increased combat power rate, like, makes it so that even if you interrupt doing her thing, she still benefits. But, like, that's definitely arguable. It's kind of different axes of the same problem. Just 100%ed Act 4 last night. Nice. Huge congrats, John. Yeah, I think that makes sense as well, Easy. She's OS definitely seems a little bit finicky. Like, she's powerful, so you can get decent results even if you're not playing her perfectly, but doesn't seem like she's somebody who's quite for everyone. Kingpin, Ghost, Kitty, Omega Sentinel. Yeah, all solid ones, Axe. Part of the reason I'm trying to knock out EQ as soon as possible, Cyber, is that I think Eternity of, like, this plus Eternity of Pain and the daily card that I bought and that has been coming in for a while now, I think might actually get me to rank 4 number 8 without having to dip into the loyalty cats. Like, yeah, the damage avoidance is really, really strong, Luke. I think there's a significant argument that another way of balancing Kitty properly would be to make her awakened ability um like scale up to maybe what her base damage resistance is. Maybe her awakened ability scales up to, like, in her base kit, give her, like, reduces damage by 50% while phasing, and then at Sig 200 it scales up to another 35%. Something like that. Because if you have to put SIGs into it, maybe you can put it a little higher. But, like, make it so that 15% of damage is still getting through. And I think you'd see less stupid things with her. Nice. I was hoping that True Strike would kick in before his evade, because that is how it normally works with Killmonger and Winter Soldier, but okay, I blocked that. That was very rude. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I shouldn't have looked up and read that chat. But I know what you mean, Luke, about Killmonger and the others. Okay, so it actually is very difficult to get the true strike there. There we go. Have to use the counter punch. I blocked that. Like, Puts are not feeling great tonight, folks. Like I know I'm new to Quicksilver, so the last special apparent especially, no pun intended, it's possible I was just late. I don't think I was, but there was something earlier where I was just statically holding block and he still hit me. Which is annoying. I should have sent a report on that one. I just don't want to send too many in one day. Okay. Science. This is the read one. Yeah. Do I want to bother taking him out with anyone other than Tigra? I'm going to bring Tigra. I think I'm going to bring Hyperion too. Yeah, let's do that to get used to that part. Where do I think Kitty's ideal on Sig? I don't think it really matters. Like, she gets better the whole way up. Um, More combat power rate, more chance of those incinerates lasting longer. But what she really needs is Sig 1 because it makes her invulnerable. And that's kind of along the lines of what we've been talking about. A little suspect. Yeah, I used Horseman Wolverine quite a bit, John. I'm just continuing to test things, right? Because I'm not really worried about getting through Quicksilver in CavEQ. I don't want to die to him in war. And that means testing him with multiple options. Hey, uh, way logs, Q logs. Not sure where to go there. The best science to rank for? That depends on taste. Reed was my first, and I have never regretted it for a second. I think he is an absolutely tremendous rank four. Um, there are a lot of good options. It's a good class these days. Miguel is excellent. Overseer is excellent. Immortal Abomination is excellent. If war isn't your focus, Immortal Hulk can be very, very good. Cap Infinity War now with the Sam synergy is still incredibly flexible. Like it's a really strong class. Okay, Tigra, Tyrion. Oh, and I took Reed to war, so that's not gonna happen. Let's bring a tech champ then. Oh, Sam, we were just talking about it. Where is he? Hmm. Is there anyone else I want to try? Oh, Claire will be good. Hmm. Just thinking. I know Doom works on him. Not what we're testing here. Eh, a certain point, let's just make the neutralize longer. Or, oh, I know what we could. I haven't thought about this in a while. Cool. Oh, I know. Quicksilver or Scorpion? Yeah, those are good options. Well, if you're asking out of the two of them, again, depends on taste. Quicksilver has higher prestige, if that matters. Um, they both have very high damage potentials. Both of them have weird play styles, so you're gonna have to get used to and enjoy whichever one you use. Hey, Infamous. Good evening. Yeah, Easy's right about Reed. God, I hate the like. One of my least favorite things about CavEQ is this like old wisdom that well, each quest has to have more paths than the previous one because man, by the time you get to like 8 per quest, it just drags on so much. Wait, what's the actual one for this? Down and out. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we don't spam heavies here. Yeah, there. I'm gonna spend a bit. How's it going? Okay, I'm not trying to carry quite that much. Yeah, I have a lot of SIGs to put somewhere infamous, and some of them very well may find their way into Sam. I did go ahead and take him to 20. Like, I'd love to hold for these new high prestige champions, but it's just gonna be a bit. I can't guarantee I'll get any of them. Hey, Double P, how's it going? It was my fault. I noticed the disorient. I saw it happen. I was like, I need to be careful and make sure that my parries don't fail. What frickin' happened? Yeah, I was taking a look at Sam. I was like, oh, maybe I can take Sam up instead of Surfer as a prestige move. If I take Sam to rank 4 at Sig 200, my prestige increases by 9. That kind of put the brakes on that one. Hey, how's it going? Oh, right. The frickin'... I forgot about that. Alright. I hate this guy. Wow. They're starting to hurt. Oh, and then my blocks don't land. That is just freaking great. 1 second. I hit my limit. Alright. Dude. No! Okay. That is so many blocks failing. I freaking knew this would happen if I only brought one science attacker. Should have brought a skill champ. I think I picked the only lane on this freaking quest where I needed the Purify between Anti-Venom and this guy. Oh, there it is. I was just thinking, at least I didn't get the Force Crash against Wiccan. Thanks, Meta. Yeah, the run felt really good. You know what? An absolute jerk. Yeah, it's really overpowered how he just crashes the game like that. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, Luke, it's a... Oh, dang it, I did the thing. It's an established thing for a while now, basically ever since its release. He just has a non-zero chance of the game completely crashing when you face him. It's pretty annoying. Dude, please throw. I haven't had it happen in war, but I have heard that it does, yes. Hey, Robert. Congrats. Whoa. Alright, take care, Meta. Miss you too, bud. Mixmaster Core, he can be annoying, yeah. The key is, I mean, there are a couple different keys. You can get really good at Omega Red. Um, you can use Apocalypse. You can use Storm X. You can use House of X. For most of the best answers, I recommend you just get good at Mixmaster. Parry medium light, parry medium light. Alright, let's see if the game crashes. Take care, Hex. And hey, Eduardo, how's it going? I'm kind of confused why the Petrify isn't landing. Okay, there it is. Alright, come here. Oh my god. No, I am blocking. This guy. Nope, there we go again. 3 in a row. 4. I cannot go earlier than that. 5. Oh my god, he's gonna go red again. Yep, that one's getting reported. Hold on, be right back, everyone. I restarted the game about 2 minutes, at this point, like 5 minutes ago, Aiden, when Wiccan crashed it. All right, report submitted. Yeah, I did, Aiden. Congrats on that. All right. I am gonna go ahead and restart the game. One sec. That is the worst set of inputs I've had in a very long time. I have a chill Saturday night stream. Why does that surprise you, Luke? Neither of them are great, but Stealthy's better in Battlegrounds and has that Scorpion synergy, which makes him good. Alright, let's see if we can actually land some parries. Okay. About that, you tap on the screen. Of course, I had to be sarcastic, and then it started lagging. I wish you luck, Cyber, but you cannot have mine. I only have the one. Is Anti-Venom okay on Awakened? He's okay. He's not great. I mean, I don't think that Anti-Venom's ceiling is quite as high as a lot of us hoped anyway. But I do think he's quite useful. One of the reasons I think he's quite useful is because of the unique way in which he's tanky at high save. So I don't think I would rank him on Awakened. Yeah, Aiden, a few months ago. I thought you knew. Yeah, he's SIG 200 as well. I took him up just after July 4th. He is really not throwing stuff. Alright, just get this rolling. Yeah, I need to get in. Alright. I think it's only my second time fighting him. She did a lot of the work there for me. Nice, Matthias. I'm really glad to hear that. I've seen your comments. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, Killmonger's fantastic, Aiden. Suppose that was only 6 weeks ago, yeah. It was more than 1 month ago, but fair. Yeah, it's Gallon's Special 1 is very similar to Longshot's Special 2, I believe. Not like overall, but in the timing at the end. Because I did take it once without Tigra. That's what was working for me. Oh, I should have checked the node. Oh, it's Rise to Power, isn't it? Another one to keep you from spamming heavies. How rude. Oh, bit too early. Okay. Yes, Luke. Petrify slows down ability power, which is anything that isn't combat power. Um, I have videos going over that a little more in depth if you're curious. It's in the glossary series. You know what? Even without benefiting from the global, I think I might prefer Sam here. There we go. Cool. So much fun. Need to use Rintra less. He makes me lazy. Yeah, I understand. That's awesome, Luke. Yeah, Masakura is so good for variant 8. Him and Venompool were definitely the workhorses for me. I'm glad the 5-star held up. That's cool to hear. Open for. Oh, rude. Okay, that was very dangerous. Okay. I like Sam quite a bit. Um, Infamous has a rank 4, I know. I know a few other people who do. And I heard he was indeed quite good in Battlegrounds. To answer, or is that Cyber? No, I don't think that Sam's damage is nearly as bad as people think. I think that people moan about anyone whose damage is worse than Corvus. But like he's not gonna have your consistent nuke output. He just isn't. That's not his purpose. His purpose is to be like a utility champ, a control champ. And I don't know. If you are going to be impatient, if you're the kind of person who like cannot bear the game without the recoil tree on, then I wouldn't recommend playing Sam. Um, but I think there's quite a bit there, and I see a lot of value in him. No, I don't have a Discord. I'm Still mostly hanging out in Vegas and sometimes the CCP. That's awesome, Luke. About the domino. Um, about Jugs, I think it's fine. I think that like there's enough other things going on in his kit. Like he's not built to be a utility mystic. He's built to feel like the Juggernaut. And so I think that's one of those important things to remember is that this game does have the six classes, right? And so in general, we try to slot into um we try to slot abilities into like those kinds of broad categories, right? That's how we think about the game. That's just how it makes the most sense. But not every character is going to fit into those boxes. Um, you're always going to have some standouts. Like cosmics tend to be a little on the tankier side. A lot of them are just brawlers, right? But then you still have champions like Carnage or Symbiote Spidey who are a little on the smaller side. You have Proxima for that matter. Um, and I think Jugs is similar. Like mystics in general feel like wizards, right? They're all about utility, they're about weird power gain, they're about throwing a bunch of specials, and they're about controlling the fight and ultimately winning because of it. But like Tigra is a mystic. And yeah, she has other kinds of utility that Jugs doesn't, but Jugs does have some utility. The utility that he has is very mystic, but the key thing about his kit is always coming back to it's Juggernaut. And so I think that the fact that Kabam made him feel like the Juggernaut is really good. The non-damaging debuffs thing makes sense because that's something that science champions are very good at. Yes, I understand that there are some armor break considerations, but ultimately I think he's fun enough to play. He's good enough in enough places, and he feels enough like the Juggernaut that I'm okay. I wouldn't have minded if they had made the call that armor breaks from cosmics specifically did not remove the gem, but I don't think it's a big deal. Hey, Slay, how's it going? Oh, you're gonna have to leave it with the Living Abyss debuffs, Aiden. If your complaint is that this weird mystic isn't good against one of the weirdest cosmics, well, hmm. Because that counts as removed by something other than an armor break? Is that where what you're getting at, Infamous? That's cool. I hadn't seen that yet. Okay, so that's what demon mode. Oh, I get what you're saying, Infamous. Okay, so that. So it's not the nullify thing, it's just the bulwark. But yeah, that's cool. Crossbones, first time Fury, Dupe, Moleman, Elsa, more. Yeah, that's a good list. I'm going skill as well. I have a truly ridiculous list of skill champions that have been out for a very long time that I somehow do not have. Hey, Medusa. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a tough call, Slay. Thankfully, the old champ that I feel I need the most is Nick. But there are a lot of misses in skill that I would be okay with. Because I don't have Moleman, I don't have Falcon, I don't have Shang-Chi. My Elsa needs duping. Wouldn't cry about Crossbone Sigs. Blade would be sweet. My Black Panther's already 120, so why not 140? I have a lot of unorthodox skill champs. Oh, whoops. Thank you, glancing. I'll show you all in a second. Because I've talked to MP Blaze about this before, because he really likes to keep class balance. Frickin' Venom. Across his like rank 3s and rank 4s wherever he can. And for me to do that, I'd have had to do some questionable buff, or some questionable ranks. Hey, William, how's it going? Yeah, so let me do this real quick. 6 stars, 3 and 4. Let's go through the classes. So I'll end with skill. Science first. Nice 10. Feel really happy about these. Joe and Wasp are the only quote weird ones, and they're fantastic. Like both Joe is amazing in Battlegrounds, pairs incredibly well with Kingpin. Wasp is just a blast to play. I've used her in a ton of content. That heavy is just really good. Mutant, also 10. Not really anyone too weird in here besides Psylocke, and that's fine. I could have done someone a little bit more traditional like Colossus, but I will take Psylocke over Colossus every day of every week. Cosmic, also 10. I do like my balance. Not really anyone weird in here either, besides Airwalker, and fight me. Like, he's so good. Also, with Kabam saying that they're taking another look at incursions, Airwalker has a lot of value. I think it's hilarious that Hyperion is rank 4 and is 4th out of my Cosmics, but moving on. Tech 9, so we're a little bit off. That's fine, somebody else can come up. Again, I don't really feel like there's anyone weird in here. Mysterio was my very first rank 3. Mystic 10. So like we're almost completely even here. Again, not anyone that weird besides maybe like Maw, but he's an amazing defender and again, fight me. Like I love playing Maw. Um So we're basically within one tech rank up of perfect balance here. And then we get over to skill, where I only have 8, and I have Massacre, I have a Black Panther, I have Ronin, I have Hawkeye. Like, kind of. I love all these champions, they're worth rank 3, but this is kind of me scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, these are my rank 1 skills. Hitmonkey I just recently got. He is going up, but for like me to have had balance looking backwards, I would have had to rank 3 like Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, Black Panther Civil War, or Karnak. That's like pretty much who I've had. Because Korg, Hitmonkey, Night Thrasher, Elsa, Craven, a lot of these are actually new additions. I just historically I have not been able to pull skills. It's weird. Elsa I got this week, Infamous. So that doesn't really track. I mean, if I had Elsa 6 months ago, she would be rank 3. I would take Beast over Colossus. I would too, PWF. I dislike Colossus that much. I would be willing to wait for a Beast rework. We're out of 8 of my rank 4s are Mystic. Yeah, that would definitely bother me a little bit. Uh, I just realized it's almost midnight. I'm gonna use another streak freeze. That's fine. That's what streak freezes are for. In Duolingo, I should say. What's Zig Crossbones? I think he's only 20. Jealous of that Sentinel? Yeah, Sentinel's really solid. I've gotten some good work out of him. Squirrel Girl is also fairly recent, actually, Luke. Or at least I think the dupe on her is. I don't mind her. I probably will rank her at some point. Haven't yet. Hey, Cyber Rinter's a good one. I think I'd open Mystic Slay, but that's tough. Yeah, easy. That makes sense. Hey, nerd, how's it going? Ranking up 6-star Storm to rank 2. Nice. Yeah, I my Storm is rank 2. She might be my next rank 3 mutant. Depending on what happens next. Whoops. Alright. A little too early. Turns out a rank 4 tiger is pretty helpful. I still need to watch Nerds Battleground stuff, but that's funny infamous. Nice team. I hope that the meta's vary enough in Battlegrounds that nobody's deck ever truly feels complete, honestly. What is Hale and Hardy? I don't remember that. Okay. Bishop is good offensively, yes. Not everywhere, but he has really powerful uses. If I'd been able to fit one today, we had a Jabari on Power Snack that I would have happily sent Bishop for, and I think it would have been a ton of fun. Armor breaks don't remove Sam's passives? That's weird. That's very weird. Doesn't seem right. Ouch. Also ouch. Shouldn't have tried to parry the special. Yeah, that feels like a bug to me, Infamous. I'm gonna write that one down and record it later. Okay, on my sticky note. I probably should have muted before that. Sorry if that was painful. Wow. Okay, that pen is dead. Anyway, that's enough. Moving on. I like She-Hulk Cyber. It's not going to be for everyone. I thought it was a lot of fun. And I mean that more in like from a tone perspective, it's not going to be for everyone. It's also not going to be for everyone because it stars a woman, but you know, I could care less about that. Or I could care less about the people that affects. What I mean. It was a bit of a non-standard first episode, but I also feel like we're getting deep enough into the MCU that I was fine with it. The beaten path for origin stories is very well beaten. I'm fine with shows going off it a little bit, even if it's not necessarily the most fluid thing. And this didn't bother me, but I can see where those accusations are. That seems totally fair, Slay. Like, I've watched, I think, all of it, and I enjoy it, but I'm also interested in it. If it felt like a chore for me to keep up, I think it would be stupid for me to do so. I don't know, Double P. Whenever I hear somebody talk about the core of a fan base or a community or a nation, I get a little nervous, honestly. Because that kind of sounds like somebody saying, I'm the default. Pay attention to me. When there are an awful lot of other people who would like to be paid attention to. I mean, I liked all three of those that Cyber mentioned, but yeah, Hawkeye was quite good. Hawkeye, to me, in some senses, kind of feels like if Marvel remade. I want to say Marvel remade Die Hard, but it's also a little bit of a like mentor student thing. So it's kind of like if a Marvel take on Die Hard 4, which I don't mean as an insult. I liked Die Hard 4 quite a bit. Die Hard 5 is the one that never happened. Yeah, Love and Thunder wasn't for me, William, but it was for some people. I mean, I have thoughts, but I'm not going to go into them because it's been hashed out enough, and I don't need to rain on the parade of people who did enjoy it. Yeah, I've heard good things, nerd. Sandman has made it onto my list. The wording is pretty clear, if I remember correctly, on Spider-Man 2099, with like how he loses his resistance. I believe it says if he's hit while charging is heavy. So I'm not saying it's a bug, but I really don't understand why it's not if you punish his heavy. Because it's almost impossible to punt or to hit him while he's charging his heavy. It's a really weird ability to throw in there. Hey, Zuzu, how's it going? All right, let's try hype. There is a live action Titan show, yeah. Oops. I dexed one of them. Second one hit me. My bad. Whoops. Hey, Coke. I understand that that is the effect of it. Still don't like it. I think that there should be some counterplay for his resistance. Like, it's a pretty weird part of his kit that you just kind of can't really interact with. Like, Captain America has a certain amount of resistance, but it goes away after specials, right? Mr. Fantastic has it, but it's not as much. It doesn't stack as high. His weaknesses are more powerful, but you can purify them. You can get around them by changing your special orders. Like, there are ways to play around the defenses of most science champions that they're just kind of aren't with Miguel. It's like use bleed, poison, or crits, period. Which is fine, but I just kind of wish that there was something to do there, is all. Take care, Infamous. Take care, Slake. I probably need to go soon too. Yeah. See, I just used another full thing of energy. It's midnight. I started kind of late. I do hope to stream tomorrow. I'm basically continuing to work my way through the moving boxes because the truck came on Friday. That's why I haven't streamed in a while. I do have my actual monitor in my tower though. Like I'm back on my real computer. I'm still trying to find my shock mount. So if you heard me accidentally kick my desk a couple times tonight, that's what that was. But hoping to be able to stream a bit more often. I have things set up that I should be able to switch between my work computer and my tower a little more fluidly. We'll see what happens. Anyway, see y'all soon. I do want to finish CavEQ as quickly as possible because let me take a look at that real quick. Oh, it's under objectives, isn't it? Yeah, 17,000, 13,000. This is what we're looking at. 17,000 gets me over the line there. 13,000 gets me over the line there. Yep. So I will, without using any loyalty, as long as I finish CavEQ, I will be ready for R4 number 8 on Wednesday. Looking forward to that. Probably gonna be Surfer because prestige matters, but we'll see. All right, catch y'all then. Take care, everyone. Thanks for hanging out.